Now that we already know how to find the inverse of given relations such as a set of ordered pair or a given table of values, we are now going to study how to find the inverse of functions algebraically. So on this slide, you will see four linear functions. Now to find the inverse of each function, these are the steps that we're going to follow. So first, switch x and y in the equation. So let's illustrate number one. I'm going to rewrite the function by using y instead of f of x. So y is equal to 6x. And then we're going to switch to x and y. So y will become x, and then x will become y. And then after that, we're going to solve the equation for y. So in other words, you have to isolate the y by itself. So since we want to get the y by itself, we will divide both sides by 6. So then we will get y is equal to x over 6. Now, I want us to look at the graphs of these two functions, y equals to 6x and y equals x over 6. So let's go to decimals and see what happens. So the first graph is y is equal to 6x. So it's a linear function crossing the origin with a slope 6, right? Now let's graph the inverse, which is y is equal to x over 6. Now see what happens here. Both of them are lines, but definitely the slope change, right? But what I would like you to look at closely is if I graph the line y is equal to x. Now let's see how the red and the blue line are related. Okay, I wish we can fold this right now, but these two graphs are actually reflections of each other across the green line. So if you have a piece of paper, go ahead and, just put it on your screen, trace these three lines, and then fold your paper across the green line. So the red one will go on top of the blue line. Also, if you look at some ordered pairs, let's say on the red line, so one ordered pair is this point right here. So the x value for this one is 1 and the y value is 6, right? Now if you remember earlier, when we were talking about inverses of ordered pairs, what you need to do is, flip the x and y coordinates around, right? So if you look at the blue graph, let's find a point over here. You can't see my pen right now. I'm getting very closer. So this one. So the x coordinate is 6 and the y coordinate is 1. So pretty much all the things we studied about inverses of ordered pairs and table of values, they also reflect on the inverses of functions if you solve for them algebraically and if you graph them on the xy plane. Let's do number 2 this time. We have y is equal to negative x plus 5. So again, interchange x and y. So x is equal to negative y plus 5. Now get the y by itself. So move the 5 over, you'll get x minus 5 equals negative y. And then divide both sides by negative 1. So you'll get y is equal to negative x plus 5, or 5 minus x. for number 3, it's y equals 1/4 x take away 1. So switch x and y around. That's minus 1. Okay, so move the 1 over, so it becomes x plus 1 is equal to 1/4 y. Now be careful when you multiply both sides by 4 because you have to distribute that one to the binomial on the left side. So it will be y is equal to 4x plus 4. And last but not the least, let me erase this one first, so we'll have to. Okay, so number 4, we have y is equal to 4x take away 9. So switch x and y around, get the y by itself. So it will be y is equal to x plus 9 over 4. You can also rewrite that one as 1 over 4x plus 9 over 4. So now this form will be helpful when you're graphing it so you can tell which one is the y-intercept and which one is the slope. So that's how you find inverses of linear functions algebraically.